Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Press the subscribe button like this, and then you have to tap the bell icon adjacent to the subscribe button like this, and then you will get the notifications from my channel.
Guys, welcome to my channel. In this video I'll be explaining you gas tungsten arc welding, that is also known as TIG welding or TIG welding. So I'll be explaining you the setup working as well as the operating principle and also the applications. So guys, watch the video till the end. You will definitely find it very useful. So let's start. So this is the general arrangement what we have. So here we have a non-consumable type electrode that is made from either pure tungsten or it's an alloy of tungsten thorium or it's an alloy of tungsten zirconium. I repeat, we can use three type of electrodes, either pure tungsten or an alloy of thorium tungsten or an alloy of zirconium tungsten. And we have other parameter that has to be considered is the use of a inert gas. Now here we use either argon or helium or argon helium mixture as a inert gas supply. So we have a separate gas cylinder. Using regulator we control the gas flow rate, and that goes into the complete setup in the welding torch. This acts as a shielding. So this inert gas, it prevents any contamination. So see here, the shielding gas, it will create an envelope around the weld pool or the weld area where the welding is happening. So no oxidation happens from the surrounding gases. So surrounding gases, they can't enter into the area of the welding or the weld pool. This is the weld pool where the weld is happening, and this prevents the oxidation of the weld pool and it will create a very superior weld. Now here you can see in this figure, it's much more clear that this is the shielding gas, purple color. It surrounds all over there, and we use a filler wire we use a separate filler wire, we call it filler wire, that we hold in one hand, while other hand we perform the welding. So because this is a non-consumable type electrode, so only heat is generated, but we have to fill the weld. So we use a separate filler wire that has the properties similar to that of the base metal. And this is the direction of the travel. So we weld generally from right to left, and we put the filler wire, and we ensure that the filler wire is surrounded by the gas. And where its application is, now coming to the application. Now before that, we can use both AC as well as DC source for welding. Now the difference is, DC source, it's used for the welding of copper or copper alloys as well as nickel and stainless steel. I repeat, when we use DC welding source, we can weld copper or copper alloys as well as we can weld nickel and stainless steel. And when we use AC power source, then we can weld aluminium, magnesium, aluminium alloys and magnesium alloys. So just by changing the AC and DC source, we can weld different type of metals and alloys. So this is the basic parameter. I repeat once more, the shielding gas, it's argon, helium or their mixture. We have a non-consumable type electrode that is of tungsten or tungsten thorium or tungsten zirconium alloy. And for AC source, if we are using AC source, then we can weld aluminium, magnesium, aluminium alloy and magnesium alloys. If we are using DC source as the power source, then we can weld copper alloys, nickel and stainless steel. And we have to control the flow rate of inert gas using a regulator. So this is pre-decided by the welding person. So this gas, it flows into the surrounding, and at the center point, this is a cylindrical electrode holder. So at the center point we have a stick kind of a tungsten electrode, and on the surrounding, this inert gas, it will flow. So I'll show it more clearly. So here the inert gas will flow, here the inert gas will flow, and finally it will exit into the atmosphere. Since these are inert gases, so once they reach out to the atmosphere, so it does not create any problem, so they can be exhausted to atmosphere. And we have a non-consumable type electrode that does not melt at the exact center point, and surrounding this we have a insulation so that our hand does not get burned, just to prevent the heat from coming out. So this was the basic overall explanation for principle, working and applications where the welding can be used when DC and AC sources are different. So it can be used for different type of metal application welding. So I hope you have found the video very helpful. Guys, please like the video, please share the video, and please subscribe and press the notification bell if you are new to this channel. I would be seeing you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.